Can you discuss the evolution of price over time and what a ton of grapes cost now?
Well, in the 50s, varietals were maybe $90 to $100 a ton, and then during the 60s they began to go up because the demand for varietal wine was the consumers were beginning to ask for varietal wine, so there wasn't too many vineyards in the ground, and the demand for varietal wines went up. And as that happened, up until 1973, we were getting as much as $800 a ton now for varietal Pinot and Cabernet, Chardonnay. Then in 1974, because of the large crop and the economic conditions, the price went down to about $300 to $400 a ton. Fortunately, with the Mondavis and the Winties, I was still getting good prices because they took care of me. But and then, of course, over the years, the cost of production is going up. Cost of producing grapes, cost of planting vineyards have gone triple what it cost me in the beginning. And so as those costs goes up, the price of grapes also has to go up. And in the early 90s, they got up to nearly $2,000 a ton for Cabernet and Chardonnay and Pinots. And then, because as the risk on capital goes down, because the price of grapes goes up and the margins or profits are higher, as capital risk goes down, the industry attracts capital from investors. And during that period of time, when the risk was down because prices were high, lots of vineyards went in the ground. Lots of thousands and thousands of acres in the ground. When those vineyards came into production, then the prices of grapes went down. And they've been down ever since because there's been quite a large planting. And then the other thing that's happened over the last 10 years is imports has affected the price of wine and more or less put a lid on how much you can get for a ton of grapes. But now we're looking at somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500 a ton for grapes.